Oh, that sounds fantastic. David Grant and Jackie Graham here on BBC Radio Leeds. Could it be I'm falling in love? Jackie Graham on the phone with me now. Hiya, Jackie. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Morning.
Morning.
Everything all right?
Yeah, absolutely. That just sounded absolutely brilliant hearing that song again.
Now,
And
I don't listen to my stuff usually, right? Because I'm either performing and stuff. But just to listen to on the radio, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, was that the sound of summer? Doesn't that sound lush?
Doesn't it just sound absolutely lovely? Booming out of our big transmitter on 92.4 for up there in the tops of the hills here in West Yorkshire, all coming out of all the radios. And to me, that it just takes me back to pop music radio in the 1980s and Feel Good Factor and stuff like that. That's what it's all about, Jackie, isn't it?
When I do shows and everything else, people people ask you, do you ever get tired of singing and stuff? I have to say no, darling. I really don't, because every audience is different, and just to see their faces, the fact that because I say I've come here, especially when it's the 80s weekend or things like that, or 80s shows or something, I'm there to take you back. I'm there to, bring back memories for you.
Really good memories. And for the likes of me, well, I was in me sort of,
It was on your baby. I know.
Yeah, you got it, yeah. But I was growing up, stuff like that. And,
make me feel ancient.
But it does take me straight back. It takes me back to, padded shoulders. I wasn't wearing any, but padded shoulders. Yeah, everything was grey and pink.
Exactly.
Hairspray, George Michael.
The hair was huge, I must admit.
Yeah.
The hair was huge. But like I said, it was a good time. And I have to pinch myself, darling, because when I was going through the 80s, never thought nothing of it. I was being pulled left, right and centre, and I was having a good time, and carting the family with me, and just to learn, to see, to grow from it, and to document it for me and everything else, because I was in a whirlwind. And I look back now and I think, I was a part of all that.
Yeah.
And the people I was, in the charts with and everything, all that sort of thing, I'm thinking, I was rubbing shoulders with some good people, darling.
Absolutely. And Jackie, listen, you're a patron of Halifax-based charity Dream Girls, which is pulled together by a big friend of the show, Kate Hardcastle.
Kate,
so you know Kate very well.
Yeah,
she's great, isn't she, Kate?
Yeah.
And you've got a new show coming up soon. That's why you're coming on to have a chat about it, yeah?
A new show, yes. In September, there's another one kicking in. I won't be around because I'm committed to do something else at the time. But I'm there in spirit and everything, because I've been there every year. This is the first year that I'm going to see if I can, if there's any way for me to get back in time.
Well, this is the Charity Soul and Motown review on the 25th of September. It's interesting to know, though, how, Kate is great. She's obviously got a bit of cheek, you see, and she got in touch with you. But you kind of hit it off, and you kind of got into what she was doing, didn't you? Just explain, why you became a patron of the charity Dream Girls, Jackie.
Well, something, I met Kate a good few years ago, and what happened was I was working with a gentleman by the name of Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers, who Kate really loves as well. And she'd been trying to get hold of me for the longest time. I'm here, there, and everywhere. But she came to the gig, actually, and I managed to get in touch with her. And then this baby girl tells me that she's had, she's followed my career, and she's had my posters on her wall. And I'm going, I beg your pardon? I have to pinch myself and everything else. But we got friendly, and she was telling me about the charity, and it was the they would do things for heroes, and the Alzheimer's, and also the and home start, this kind of thing. So I'm thinking, well, anything I can do, darling, give me a shout, and I can. And a few times I've been around, and I was able to do TVs and stuff like that for her. And they're just such wonderful people, and the charities they work for. Everything does go towards a charity and things like that. So, I just wanted to be a part. I wanted to help as much as I could.
Yeah. Well, that's really good. By the way, we're speaking of the 80s, of course, as well. Do you get into any of these kind of retro gigs that are happening around the place, where 80s stars get together, and go on stage and play the hits from the 80s? Do you do a bit of that?
I have seen quite a few of my friends, people like Go West and Kim Wilde and all that. They're doing all that 80s thing, but I
living in a box. Have you ever bumped into them? Oh, whoa, I'm living in a box.
I'm telling you, but what's nice, you see, we're all still here.
Did you ever bump into George Michael?
Oh no. He's always. I met George once.
Club Tropicana drinks are free.
I know. But he lives where he lives, and he's doing his thing.
He's doing his thing there. Yeah. He's in a different circle there. Yeah.
A little bit.
Who else do you hang out with then from the 80s?
I get to see people like Gwen Dickey every now and again from Rolls Royce.
Kim Wilde?
Kim, God bless Kim.
We're the kids in America, whoa!
Yeah, she's actually German and stuff, doing things at the minute. But so it's just lovely to, and the day I call them friends, because, you do meet a lot of people in this industry.
Well, it's interesting. Kim Wilde, she went into gardening, didn't she? She became a very successful TV gardener.
Yes, she did.
You've kind of sort of stayed in the music biz, or do you do anything else with yourself, Jackie?
No. I'm based in. I still do the music industry thing. So, and I've been traveling to Japan and Australia and places like that. I found out I was seriously international across the world, and I was, touching base with those countries at that time.
Yeah, gotcha.
And even now, so I still get called to do. So I am traveling and touring in that respect, in other countries. But here, and then I go to America to do some recording, and I'm back here doing some recording, and then there's 80s shows along the way, but it's not with the others. So, I just get to do my own 80s thing, and it's just lovely because people, I'm gaining more and more fans as well, because the youngsters are tapping into what we did there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of young children that likes. And so I'm Auntie Jackie to the youngsters, you see. So I said, hey, remember this day when I'm doing, this, that, and the other. And they just love it. And
Auntie Jackie, fantastic.
I'm trying to make memories for them too, even though it's with the older tracks. But I've got so many new stuff coming out now.
Yeah, well, listen, Jackie, thank you for the music, as ABBA would say. And and thanks for all those great 80s memories as well. Lovely to speak to you.
Bless your heart, Dara.
Ta-ra, my dear.
All right, sweetheart.
Cheerio now.
Bye-bye,
the show is the 25th of September, the charity Soul and Motown review. Jackie may even be involved as well, but there'll be some great stars on that one. Talking to me here on BBC Radio Leeds with The Cause now.